I'm going to try one instant challenge for destination imagination. So this is an entry level challenge. So the challenge goes like this. Your task is to create a bridge that a ball can be rolled across. This challenge I got it off the internet. I will share the link in the description. This is not my own. Let's start. The challenge. Your task is to create a bridge that a ball can be rolled across. Time. You will have up to 6 minutes to use your imagination to build your bridge, and then up to 1 minute to roll the ball for score. Setup. In the middle of the room are 2 bricks. In addition, there is a table with materials. Procedure. Part 1. Use the materials to build a bridge between the 2 bricks. You may practice rolling the ball in part 1. However, the ball will not receive score. In order to proceed to part 2, you must have a bridge by the end of part 1. You will be warned when you have 1 minute remaining and 30 seconds remaining in part 1. Part 2. Roll the ball across the bridge for the score. In order to receive score, the ball must cross from one brick to the other. No team member may touch the bridge during part 2. The ball may be picked up and rolled again if it stops before reaching the other brick. In order to receive score for a roll, the ball may not be touched after it is let go after being rolled. Materials. You have 6 straws, 4 pencils, 4 chenille sticks, that means pipe cleaners, and 4 index cards, 5 paper clips, 4 rubber bands, 3 pieces of paper, here are 3 pieces of paper, and 6 mailing labels. The mailing labels may not be attached to the bricks. The bricks may not be damaged. Okay, so we need to roll a tennis ball. Here is the tennis ball that we are going to roll. And for bricks, I don't have bricks, so I'm putting these 2 thermocol things. And it is given in the instructions, the distance between these 2 bricks should be 12 inches. Okay, so it is 12 inches. So this wide. Okay. Yes. So we can set up this afterwards, but let's start with the challenge. First, we need to see and analyze the materials. So here we have the pencils. Okay, because the distance is 12 inches, so I thought I'll measure the pencil. It's almost, say, 7.5 inches. So if we attach 2 pencils like this should be enough for the bridge to go across, right? The pencils are very strong, so we can attach the pencils together like that. Okay, for that I'm going to use one paper, and I'm going to cut the paper. For cutting the paper, I'm creasing it with my fingernails so that the cut will be precise. Sometimes they give the scissors, but sometimes they don't give the scissors. So it is good that we learn how to cut a paper nicely using the creasing method, like that. You crease it 2 times, and then if you cut it, it will be nice. So we just need this sized paper. So what I'm doing is I'm putting these 2 here, and we have mailing labels. So I'm using a small piece of mailing label, and I'm attaching it here under the paper like that, and on the other side for the other pencil. See, and now it is just like wrapping a present, how you put it. So like that, so that it will be very tight and it will be good. Okay, now it is attached, so I'm rolling it tight. Okay, like that. And now I'm gonna take it. We shouldn't use a lot of mailing label. We should save the mailing label because it is always goes it always runs out. Okay, so I'm attaching the other end, and now for being secured I'm attaching completely like that. See, now the pencil is very strong. So I'm doing the same thing with the other pencils. I'm taking another paper and using the other mailing label. We have 6 mailing labels, so here I'm using, for that pencil I used 1 mailing label. For this I'll be using another one. See how I put this here, and here I'm putting it on the other side so that it is visible. Now I am attaching the pencils to it like this, so that the pencil will not move in the first place. See, like that, and then I'll roll this tight. It should be very tight, otherwise it will come out. Now it is tight, and I'm taking the remaining mailing label and putting it here, one small piece and the other small piece on the other side, and the remaining big one in the middle to secure it nice and tight. Now we have 2 long sticks which are very strong. Okay, now we'll do the same. We'll form a big stick like this with the straws and using the pipe cleaners. So for the straws, we can pinch the straw like that and insert into the other straw like that. Okay, before that I'm gonna put this into the straw half, and like that. And now as I pinch the straw, I'll put it through this. Now this is a strong another stick. You see, it is strong. And I'll do the same thing with other 2 straws and a pipe cleaner. So I'm gonna pinch the straw like that so that it will go through the other straw. You see that? I'm pinching the straw so that it can go through the other straw to form a big one, and I'm taking it off and putting the pipe cleaner through it, half the pipe cleaner through one straw and the half pipe cleaner through the other straw. And now we have we'll keep these 2, we can use it later. So now we have 2 straws and 2 pencils, right, like this, right? So now what I'll do is I'll attach these 2 together on both sides with rubber bands. Okay, on the other side. Like that. Okay, I'll do the same thing. I am keeping the pencils on the outer side. Okay, just like that. There are so many ways to solve this challenge. This is one way. You can try another ways and just leave a comment how you tried and how it worked out for you. Okay, so now we have this. Now we have another two papers, right? So each paper is 11 inches long, so we need to attach these two papers like this. I'm keeping these two aside, and I'm going to attach these two papers like this so that it will be longer. I'm going to use this for doing that. Okay, now you can fold it so that it will be a long paper, or you can fold it the other side, it will be a long paper, right? Okay, so now I'm going to put a little bit of mailing label on the other side too. Okay, now we have 4 mailing labels. I'm going to attach all 4 mailing labels like that to form a stronger base inside the papers. So I'm going to do the same thing, attaching the mailing labels using the mailing, I'm going to do the same thing with the index cards. I'm sorry, I said mailing labels. These are the index cards. I'm going to attach the index cards using the mailing labels. See, I'm using a little bit of mailing label so that I will have enough in the end. If I mess up something, I need to have more. So I'm kind of using it spacely. On paper, mailing labels stick nicely. So whenever it is possible, use paper for attaching them. See, it is almost to the, okay. So now how I'm gonna do this is, I'm gonna fold the papers like this, and I'm gonna make a pocket, kind of like a pocket like this. See, you see how it is a pocket. You see that? And now I'm gonna put this inside here. So I'm gonna attach this to this. I'm gonna attach this using the mailing label like that, and on the other side too. Okay, now it is attached to the paper. Okay, now I'm gonna do this. What I'm gonna do is, I have this stick, I'll put it on this side. I have this stick, I'll put it on this side. So I will put like this, and I'm gonna wrap it so that this will be tight and it will stay on the bridge tightly. Okay, so for that I'm gonna use the mailing labels here so that they don't move. Okay, see, I messed it up, so I need more mailing label, but that's okay. We have 2 more left. That is why we need to be very careful in using the mailing labels, because we usually run out of the mailing labels all the time. So I'm using this mailing label to attach this to the paper. It's okay, even if it is not tight. So okay, now what I'm gonna do is, we didn't use the paper clips, so now is the time to use the paper clips. Okay, now I'm gonna use this paper clip to seal the pocket. Okay, use all of them. See, now what happens is you have a kind of a ramp in between here. Okay, now let's set up that. So now see, we almost used all of the materials. Okay, so now let's test it with the bricks. Okay, so it should be 12 inches. So the bricks are 12 inches apart, and we are testing a bridge. Do you see that? It worked, and it is very strong. Let's try it again. Do you see that? And this is all standalone. Even if you move a little bit more, I think it will work because it has that strong pencils and everything inside. Do you see that? It's not going down, and it is very strong. And that is how I solved this crossover challenge. So now let's evaluate ourselves. The scoring 15 points if you have a bridge standing by. Yes, we have a bridge. And 20 points if the ball successfully rolls. Yes. And how well you design the bridge. So we used strong materials inside on the sides of the bridge, and we used all the materials, and it is pretty strong. See, so we get those points. And how creatively you use the materials. I think this is pretty creative because we used all the materials, almost all the materials. See, and we even saved a mailing label. This is rare. And what we are left with are these. That's all. This is very less materials we didn't use. I mean, remaining materials, but we used all kinds of materials, all types of materials. So we get those points completely. And teamwork, because I'm working alone, so I get full points for that. So this is how you solve crossover. Okay, I'll attach this challenge and materials, everything in the description. Please check it out. I hope you'll try at home, and good luck for your DI. This is good for STEM challenge too, even if you are not participating in DI. Okay, thank you. Bye bye. See you in the next challenge.